All right, welcome back, everybody. We're on the Psychic Shari YouTube channel talking to Sherry Klein. Today, we're going to talk about how we can get spirit messages through dice. And I'm not talking about playing Yahtzee. We're talking about or not shooting craps or anything. It's just
Yeah.
regular dice.
Yeah.
Sherry, how do we do that?
Well, it's just another creative way of saying that you can use anything to get messages. So just take regular dice, two of them, and roll it, and add the numbers up, and whatever they come up to, I'll kind of give you little insights on what each one of the numbers mean. How about that?
Sounds good.
Okay, so if you roll the dice and you get a one and a one, which equals two,
Snake eyes. That's not good in craps, but
I
it
don't,
may
I
be
don't really,
good through the spirits.
yeah, yeah, it kind of pushes through, I guess.
Yeah.
But before you do this, ask spirit for a message. And a lot of people are like, well, I don't know my spirit guide. You don't have to. Just say, I call on my spirit team, my helpers. What do I need? Give me a message. So then, if you roll a two, they might say, okay, you need to work on balance, duality. That's the yin and the yang. Um, that beckons us to choose, to make different choices. So many times throughout our day, we have a lot of choices to make. Do I do this or that? Some can change your whole life and
Yeah.
some might not be that big of a deal, but some could make it your life a lot harder too, or make it a lot easier. So when you roll a two, that's what your spirit team is asking you to work on. If you roll a three, and again like a two and a one, this talks about opening up your intuition, that spirit's going to start to come and work with you on opening up your intuition if you want, because on this earth we have free will. It also talks about expressing your creativity. So if you're thinking, I'd really wanted to paint, or I
Mhm.
wanted to write a book, maybe this would be the time. Spirit's giving you a nudge, a message. Maybe this might be the time to start that. If you roll a number four, a two and a two, a three and a one. Irene's funny. We know how to add, Irene. But she's just saying this. This is really fun too for kids, because kids like to do things like this to connect to spirit,
Yeah.
because it's gonna be their whole world. It's gonna be more intuition. Everything's gonna be about energy 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Um, so a number four is working on foundations. So if you're wanting to start something new, and let's say you started a business that's not going well, sometimes you got to take things back down and work on the foundation. You don't want to build a home on a broken foundation. So they're talking about, let's get stability, let's get the foundation laid, get back to your roots. It could also be beckoning you to work with the four seasons. A lot of that is like in the shamanic um, drumming circles and things of that nature, where they connect with the different seasons
Hmm.
in different directions. If you roll a number five, this could mean change. Change is coming. So many times when I first started in my doing my readings, if Irene would show me the number five, that almost always meant change is coming. Whether it be good, maybe not so good, but at least it's something different. And it can also mean travel, and it could mean adventure. And it's also saying have appreciation for the chaos around us. So people that you live with might start, or work with might really be getting on your nerves. And they're saying, just appreciate it. And there's everything that happens to us, there's always some sort of a message we can get out of it, or something to learn. If we roll a number six, this is service to others. You might want to maybe a little bit more helpful if you so choose. Balance and truth and enlightenment and compassion and forgiveness. Maybe there's somebody around you who you just can't forgive. Maybe spirit is saying, hey, you asked for a message, we gave you the number 6. Ask us and we can help maybe soften your heart, let you see that situation maybe in a different light. Because they really can download things, and help us along our way. If you roll a number 7, this is about divine intervention. Spirit is willing to come in and help. It's about mystery and new age, magic, and the into imagination. So some of these can be the same, but
Mm.
have other things with them. If you roll a number 8, this is about business, success, wealth, karma, new beginnings, a momentum. So it's almost like here's the train, you're on it, and watch what you wish for because it's coming and you've got that momentum behind you, and you're going to get to whatever it is that you're focusing on. And a lot of times that might be about your finances. And number 9 would be this is the end of a cycle. This is kind of wrapping up the loose ends, um, and prepare yourself for new beginnings. Um, it's kind of like when one door closes, another one opens. When one chapter ends, another chapter begins. And it's about satisfaction. You've come a long way and you're being acknowledged for it. So you've got, and again, you have a lot of helpers on the other side. If you roll a number 10, and again, that's kind of on the same thing as number 9. It's the end of one phase and the start of another. So the same concept. Um, let's see what we've got. A number 11 is about your spiritual awakening. It's about connecting the spirit world with the physical world. And you might see a lot of synchronicities. And the more you're open for it, the more you ask and have a dialogue with spirit, the more you're going to see. They're always giving you messages, they're always giving you signs, but a lot of them go over our head. So the more that you can ground, the more that you can open up your heart, which that gets the energy flowing, and the more energy that flows, then the more that goes out, and then the more that comes back. And number 12, again, is kind of like the number 9. It's completeness. It's perfection. It's it's like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Now, doesn't mean that's the only mountain you're going to climb. That just might mean that you've really are proud of yourself, you've accomplished things, other people can see it in you. And if you do get that, it won't be long before you start climbing another mountain, because that's what this earth is. We just go from one lesson or one event to another. And so that's kind of what keeps us
Hmm.
going. So yeah, and these numbers, you can use these numbers, like I say, if when I'm even now when I'm giving messages, sometimes spirit will give me just certain numbers. Twos a lot, or twos about the balance or making the right decision, or fives about there's a lot of change coming, better buckle your seatbelt.
So we'll go ahead and put these numbers and what they mean down in the video description for people that really want to see it and do this for themselves. That way they don't have to
Keep looking, yeah.
keep watching the video. Well, you can keep watching it if you want. That's great for
Yeah.
views and but yeah, we'll put a list down there so people can refer to it as they do it themselves.
Mhm.
So
And another thing too is a lot. I get so many people that say, "Oh, I keep seeing the same numbers on the clock. I'll wake up in the middle of the night, it'll be the same number."
yeah.
and use that this little sheet that you're going to put at the bottom here. That's spirit giving you messages. So
Yeah. So when you roll this dice, you roll it one time, right? Because you don't like, oh, I don't like that number. Let me roll it again.
yeah, well, yeah,
It's the
but
first roll that you make.
right. And then maybe do it tomorrow, and oh, who knows, you might get the same number again tomorrow.
Okay.
Another thing too, I'm on the road a lot. I drive and travel a lot, and I will look at license plates next to me. Like if I'm stuck in traffic, which seems to be a lot,
Yeah.
and I'll just happen to look at license plates, and there's of course numbers. So if
Mm.
you keep seeing the same number, like if I see 555, I know that that is God and the angels are around me. They're more powerful when they come in triples, like three ones or three fives. So yeah, there's a lot of fun and a lot of messages that, like I say, that just go over people's head. They just don't pick up on them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you see the same number over and over again, then refer to this list
Hmm.
and maybe you can see what spirit's trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Hmm. So just something fun.
Yeah.
Uh, like
Yeah.
I say, just you can take the everyday things that you have at home and make a game out of it, because that is what intuition is. It's kind of your imagination. It's like the analytical has to take a back seat. And so that's why we do things like this, to just make it like we feel like it's almost like a game of chance when we're throwing the dice, but it's really messages from the spirit world if you ask
Yeah.
and before you throw the dice.
And being able to understand these messages
Mhm.
takes time, takes practice, right?
Yes.
I
And as
mean,
you noticed, I looked on the sheet because I don't use any divination tools when I do my readings.
yeah.
But this is kind of meant about, gosh, 20 years ago, I guess, when I first started. This was ways that I learned how to connect with spirit.
Yeah, and really hone your abilities a little bit through these games and practices.
Yeah. And it's like you can't go to the gym one time and lift weights and have big muscles. Same way with connecting with spirit. You got to work at it. You got to build that pineal gland and that third eye up. And the way you do it is through stuff like this, or always being open and asking for questions.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Good. Anything else?
no, I think that's about it on the numbers.
Okay.
So,
Cool. Well, we'll close it down for this video.
okay.
Thanks everybody for watching. If you have a question or a request for a topic in the future, let us know down in the comments section. We'll take a look and see if we can get that on our list. Other than that, take care, everybody, and we will talk to you again next video.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye.